Hi, I'm Rich with Inside HPC. We're here at SC15 in Austin, Texas, and we're here at the DDN booth with Molly Rector. How you doing today, Molly?
Doing great, having a great show so far.
Oh, great, great. Well, I want to start at the beginning because this is a huge booth. What are you showcasing this year at SC15?
We did decide to have a very large booth because we're doing a complete product refresh from the small end of our systems all the way up to the exascale enabling technology. We wanted to be able to show it in the workflows across the different size customers that we're now working with. We started from the very small end of our portfolio where DDN is now making appliances for universities, for work groups, taking DDN technology starting, as you can see here, as small as 5 gigabytes a second and 200 terabytes in a nice, easy appliance, making it easy to consume HPC technology, both in the industry as well as in enterprise and other markets as well. We introduced our new 14K platform, which is very, very cool stuff. You have an embedded PCIe fabric, you have NVMe, you have performance, you have a lot of stuff built into this, 60 gigs a second, 6 million IOPS, so it's about 3 to 4 times faster than any other hardware platform in the market today from anyone. Super fast stuff. So DDN has, refreshed our portfolio on hardware and on the software offerings around it.
I know you guys got your roots in HPC, but you're doing a lot with the enterprise, the big data side of things, aren't you?
We are. Over 50% of our new customers are coming from enterprise these days. So we still have 2/3 of the top 100 HPC sites. So investing in HPC is our roots. That's what we love. That's what we do. But a lot of enterprises need our technology now too.
And they have kind of different requirements out there. I would think, like resiliency and all that, that's how you got to go business.
Yeah, they like when they spin up a bit of equipment that it stays running all year long, maybe just down for a minute or two, where sometimes the leading edge HPC technology, they're willing to take speed, and if there's a little bit more configuration involved, they don't mind. Enterprises want to get a box that works, and they never have to look at it again. So it's a little different.
All right, Molly, what do we got here?
So we are demonstrating our new exascale technology here at the show. Lots of news. We've been talking about the technology for 2 or 3 years now with DDN. The idea of bringing application acceleration, I/O acceleration into a software package that literally can speed up your applications 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, depending on what your application is, what your workload is. But what's really cool, our big supercomputing customers who are going to exascale are running lots of applications on their cluster. And they fight over resource. They have all this contention as they're moving these huge application loads down to the storage. And IME is essentially the way to get all that through the funnel in an efficient way and enable exascale.
Okay, so, I've been hearing a lot about burst buffers, and I even saw a talk where a guy was complaining that every time there's flash in anything, they call it a burst buffer, and it's driving him crazy. Yeah. What is the difference between
That's a good question. I hadn't heard that talk.
Yeah.
So the way we're delivering IME is a burst buffer. It's software. We do deliver it on an appliance that uses flash, so you can use flash cache. That's just as it is, SSD storage. And then the burst buffer is the intelligence that ties into this job scheduler that is I/O aware, that actually knows about the applications and the file systems, accepts the data, reorders the I/O as it goes off to the file system, so intelligently is optimizing how it uses the flash and the storage underneath it. Very different technologies.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that. I mean, if I'm writing MPI or something, do I have to explicitly tell it where to put the data in this big hierarchical setup you got with IME?
Yeah, it's another good question, and the way it's designed is it just intercepts the commands as an application user. You don't know that IME is there. In fact, some of your data can go through IME and some doesn't have to if it's not necessary for it to go through IME. So it is configurable by the administrator. It is application independent, so an agnostic to the environment. Very easy for the researcher to use. For an administrator perspective, if they want to do some work to tie to the job schedulers, they can. They don't have to, though.
And what kind of performance are people seeing? We watched a talk from Ulich, right? What's their feedback? What are they saying?
It's really game changing in that we know we have to do things different or we'll never get to exascale. And it's an exascale enabling technology in that IME will accelerate I/O. You can see where it starts at 25 megabytes a second, and then you're seeing gigabytes a second for the application. But that's interesting. We're not changing things 2% or 20%. It's orders of magnitude faster. And what's really also game-changing technology about IME is the fact that a customer is getting a lot more performance out of their storage too. So it's not just application runtimes, but they're able to use their storage more efficiently, so you don't have to over-provision your storage.
It sounds like the future is very bright on this road to exascale with DDN, and congratulations on the launch of this IME.
Thanks. It's been several years coming, and we're happy to see it out in our customers' hands now.